The NCP, as we speak, is holding a meeting. A meeting is underway between NCP Chief Sharad Pawar, between Deputy CM Ajit Pawar, Dilip Valse Patil, Jayant Patil, Jitendra Awad, Sunil Tatkare. All of them are present at this meeting. It's happening at Sharad Pawar's residence. So the senior most NCP leaders in a huddle right now to figure out what needs to be done. The numbers are going down. This is not looking good for the Mahavikas Aghadi. They've been let down big time by Uddhav Thackeray, and they need to figure out now what needs to be done. Sharad Pawar so far has maintained he's not going to intervene. Is that going to remain the case, Ritvik? Things not looking good for Shiv Sena, which automatically means it's not looking good for the NCP. Is there a possibility that Sharad Pawar will say, hey, look, Uddhav Thackeray is incapable of dealing with this mess. I will step in, I'll have a conversation with Eknath Shinde. Could that happen?
Sharad Pawar, Supriya Sure and senior leaders from NCP went to Varsha Bungalow, the official residence of CM. They met CM and they gave support to him. Even Nana Patole, the party president of Congress in Maharashtra, he also went to Varsha and he met CM. And allies are in a position and saying that they will support Shiv Sena if Shiv Sena is ready to bring those MLAs back to the home, and they are ready to face the floor test. But we can see that Shiv Sena and especially Uddhav is in no position, because those MLAs, 10 to 15 MLAs which were staying back in Mumbai, are also leaving Mumbai now. They are reaching Guwahati, joining Shinde camp, and today at 11:30 AM the chief whip, which was appointed by Uddhav Thackeray, Ajay Chaudhary, has called a meeting on Varsha Bungalow of Shiv Sena MLAs. We need to see how many MLAs remain to be present in this meeting, because Uddhav Thackeray and the chief whip is going to make some resolution. They are going to sign the papers and show the strength, but it is very difficult for them, because there are hardly 10 MLAs remaining with Uddhav right now. And also if we look at the other allies like NCP is going to take the decision today, because all the MLAs have been called to Mumbai. The meeting will begin in a short while. All the senior leaders, Ajit Pawar, Sunil Tatkare, are meeting Sharad Pawar at Silver Oak, and the assembly numbers of the Congress and NCP, they are gonna claim that they have their numbers intact, but Shiv Sena numbers are falling apart.
Yeah.
They are not in their control, and so it will be affecting government.
The fight is right now between these two factions about which is the real Shiv Sena. Is Uddhav Sena the true Shiv Sena, or is Shinde Sena the true Shiv Sena? With numbers now moving away from Uddhav and heading towards Eknath Shinde, now there will be questions about whether Uddhav Thackeray, whether the Thackerays for the first time ever have lost their grip of their own party, of the Shiv Sena. And Vidya, Sanjay Raut maintains that about 20 Shiv Sena MLAs are in touch with them, are in touch with Sanjay Raut, with Uddhav Thackeray. Is that wishful thinking right now? Because, you're seeing resolutions being signed by these MLAs backing Eknath Shinde. You're seeing these photo ops emerging from Guwahati, all of which indicates that they're there on their own volition, choosing to back Eknath Shinde.
Well, you have to remember, this rebellion against in the Shiv Sena is actually not against Thackeray's. It's about the entire decision of Thackeray to go with Shiv Sena, with NCP and the Congress. The entire unnatural alliance, as people have been calling it, is something that Eknath Shinde has rebelled against, and it is because of this that most of the Shiv Sainiks who have always been fighting on the Hindutva card have actually chosen to go with Eknath Shinde. Most know that when they go back into their constituencies, they are being asked this very question as to why the Hindutva issue has really been left behind, and that's one of the reasons why most of the constituencies, because of the questions being asked, that most of the MLAs decided to go and stand with Eknath Shinde and not here. Most of them have been saying that, you really wanted, the Thackerays, they have been saying that you have really wanted 2.5 years of Shiv Sena's rule. Well, that's really happened. Now is the time to let go and give it to the BJP, who are actually a natural ally. So, most of the Shiv Sainiks on the ground have been stating this, and that's the only, this entire rebel by Eknath Shinde and others is only a reflection of this. And this is the reason why the Thakres are now the ones who have to really take a decision as to what has to be done. Where will they move? The NCP really cannot, because this entire rebel is against the NCP and Congress, they really cannot intervene. They cannot really go to the MLAs and say, hey, look, you come back here. Because it's because of them that this entire rebel has really happened. So certainly at this juncture, Uddhav Thackeray and Sanjay Raut are the ones who really have to take a decision as to what will really happen with the people, the 13 people, as Eknath Shinde has been stating, with what they really have to do.